people for Amazonia, my dear people for Southern Cameroons, my dear brave warriors for we liberation movement. Accept liberation greetings from me, Comrade John Akuro. This day, today, now the 30th day of September 2025. For this hour, they still talk for here for United States of America. No say already for ground zero and for some other parts for the world. We're already then on the 1st of October. So make I use this opportunity. I say happy Independence Day for the people of Southern Cameroons, for the places that we're already there for the 1st of October. You know, this day it be a very special day for all we. Now, this day we the always look up to the way to make the day come, because at the day we would recall say on this day it was supposed to be a total jubilation, total celebration day. We would take our own destiny into our own hands, but because of the attitude of Britain and France for 1961, they end up say would get independence, then join some people the way they call La République du Cameroon, thing where you don't bring in a pain, you don't bring in a tears, you don't bring in a sorrow, you don't bring in a too much death carries this day. And so I will come back for this October 1, of course, for we forget special communication for the occasion of October 1. But since we're still there on the eve for some people that already break for October 1 by the time you go to watch this communication, why that will take this opportunity for say happy Independence Day. That day go come. We'll go assume total sovereignty over we land. That day go come. Those people the way they work as say we pipe dreams or make a will check say this so now a kind of impossibility. You must continue for remind them every day we God create them say that day they come. Many other entities around the world they will go through these challenges, through this pain like all we, but in the end they will attain that independence. My country people, today before I want to delve into the conversation for this day, I want to share this particular pineapple. I don't share them on this platform over and over and over. Say anytime you settle for less than you deserve, you always end up with far less than you settled for. Anytime you settle for less than you deserve, you will end up with less than you settled for. So anytime where you accept small and where you deserve big, you will end up with the one will be far smaller than the one say where you accept them. This one I for put inside your head very well. Anytime, always make sure say you insist forget the full measure of which way you deserve. But the moment you start accept for take small and when you deserve plenty, you don't convince the people that they deal with you say even that small way that they give you, they're not supposed to forgive you. See, they feel to cut them again before they give you. So make this one is synced for your minds very well. Always keep your eyes on the prize. Always keep your eyes on the main prize. No accept any distraction and no accept anything where it will confuse you. Now, why that way I go follow up with this Mark Twain, where he say, keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Say no begin worker, they join food, they join place, they join food with people the way they try for belittle your ambition. Where they tell you say you're out of a big, where they tell you say that thing where they look and so you have a big past you not fit get them. No worker with that kind of people, no put food with that kind of people. It says some people always do that. Yes, some people they will always they will do. Now for the tell you say you're out of a big, that thing where you want that so you not fit ever get them. You feel only get small. And those kind of people then are people that we will call them dream killers. Those kind of people that we will call them killjoy, dream killers. Because the size of your dream they determine the size of your achievement. And so that way Mark Twain say, but the really great make you feel that you too can become great. So when you work out with people the way they be great, they make you feel say you too if you become great. So when you go foot to foot, now those people the way they get big minds, where they get great ambitions, where they get open minds, where they believe in themselves, where they need get low self-esteem, where they need to look themselves low, they make you to believe say you will become big. So my country people, you see all those members for that CPDM crime syndicate, that one, now those little people the way I talk about. You see all those people for community where they work, I tell you say they be federalists, that one, now those little people the way they talk about. You see those people for community where they work up and down, they work, I tell you say they be unionists, say they be people that for one Cameroon and all of those things, because they fear say will not get weight away it take for attain the ambition of attain them. Now they kind little people than that way I they talk about. No work a foot to foot with those kind of people. Work a foot to foot with people the way they tell you say you get the potential for reach for also where you feel go. Now why that way when I sit down for the talk, I recall with the way the late Barrister Bernard Achomuna be talk when this thing be just start. We be stuck for the young people the way they be go miss school. But they cry say, oh, they go miss 1 school year, 2 school years, this one. No. He say let them bloody fight. Let them fight for their future. The future is theirs. Let them bloody fight. He said, let them even miss 1 school year. Let them even miss 2. He said, me, my future is behind me. I can die me tomorrow. Let them fight. The future is theirs. And if he talks, we die. Now the kind minds in that the kind great minds in that we want to move with. People they know, say, whatever the case, if you look challenging, if you look anything, but you get the potential for attain that objective. Fight on, move on. Don't pay attention to those little mind people them where they work. I can't tell you, say, no. You see this thing, this nonsense, will the fight so take we nowhere. More just better turn for that side, we'll go chop small. Because in fact, no we can leave the small chop that they give today, the hope for better one tomorrow. Country people. The other people the way they need to see far, they see only here. Now why there were plenty of people there? Now why there are plenty of communities in East Africa, they need to move because when they think about now, they need to think about tomorrow. Because those kind of people them, they get that this kind of thought for Jean de Dieu Momo. When you see, I say they get this kind of thought for Jean de Dieu Momo, I really go on now with this one first, so that may you understand what the way I talk about. You hear what the way he talk for there? He said, I will not leave Paul Biya, who is giving me food now, to go and vote someone who is promising me food if he wins. You hear that? Who's giving me food now? Don't go for someone who is promising me food if he wins. Now the mindset this will not lead to change. Now the mindset this will not lead to greatness. Now the mindset this way, if you tell you, say, think only about now, forget about tomorrow. That's the first. Say, think only about now, forget about tomorrow. Now the mindset that we keep La République du Cameroon, and by extension, Southern Cameroon, because they're the day inside we land for the place where we day today. We people that did choke with underdevelopment. We people that did choke with misery. We people that did choke with suffering. Yes, I see some gruesome video where I not get the courage for watch and so to go finish them. What happened for Bamenda the one yesterday or a day before yesterday. Where people that stand so they look powerless as watering they carry human beings and so they can go. I see the struggle for them on their own. So even people that they go rescue, some of them end up go to people that stand they look as so as watering carry them they go for third millennium. For third millennium, country people, that pain, the tears when they run down inside my system, I said I never get the courage to watch and go finish. Now why I not even play that video for because I know, in fact, the level of frustration we get into my being. I said this not be the place we were supposed for the day. Not be this level was supposed for the day. When people that is scream for the day, cry for the day, holler for the day, who say help day? You look for developed communities within seconds, they for say 911 or they for call some serious number. Before you want to know, they don't surround the whole place. All kind of state of the art equipment they go there for rescue those people then, for rescue those lives. But look at nothing happened before your very eyes and my own. Some people they can't stand for your front. Yes, Mama Regina Mundi, you can't stand for your front. Tell you say no. Vote Paul Biya na the best thing that we don't happen. No, more hang on with La République du Cameroon. Now for them we salvation day. My country people for Amazonia. Now wait it first the lead to create all those floods, poor drainage system. I'm not talking floods they happen for developed countries, but when it happen, all kind of mechanisms they in place, and it happen because it be unavoidable. But Bamenda, the topography for Bamena be mountainous. How on earth we go find ourselves the way you give flood to the extent where you go feed we go fit carry people there. No be the first time this. For all these past times, we don't hear that say watering don't carry the don't have for back PM and Queen. Watering don't carry picking. Not for day. Watering don't carry that. Not for boya. Watering don't carry that. Come on. This one are common things that we fit do one. Where every single community fit mobilize their means and do one. Because when you hear we talk about local government area, we talk about counties. Now, because there is a system that way people them at those levels where they know the specific problems for their communities, now they will define the kind of project the way it will happen for their communities. No be like now we go shidon for Ngomram. Now some man go shidon for office for inside Yaoundé for decide say it bring development project for inside Ngomram. You don't know what way the people the way they inside Ngomram they need. You don't know what the people they through what they need. You don't know what way the people the way they acquire they need. You don't know what the people they did in Tenako they need. You don't know what the people the way they did for Ibamut or for Dipsy Aku they need. Now the thing that would they cry. Now the reason that would they for this fight. Because we want to take back with destiny into our own hands. Be able to pilot our lives. For run away from this kind of useless, stupid thoughts. Now thoughts this for people the way they record them, we used to call them for that time chop brook pot. Now the thoughts in that. Anyway, my country people, you see, I've been talked for here before. Say La République du Cameroon, the level of their frustration waiting to happen inside southern Cameroon is too much. The level of their desperation is too much right now. They know because they don't see lockdowns, special ghost towns inside southern Cameroon before, but they never see this particular kind of one way to go on now. They never ever see this kind of level of respect with the people they give them for this particular ghost towns. And so they be extremely frightened. Say the rest of the world, they take serious note, say those elections, they need to happen inside southern Cameroon. They be so disturbed. Say the entire world will take note, say the people of the southern Cameroon, they don't truly vomit La République du Cameroon. Oh yes. You go down for Victoria, no way. You go for Tico. Hey, I see some video come up from Tico. They say, no. Amber get power. I will play that one tomorrow. You go for Mutengene. You go for this site. You go Kumba. You enter Bamenda. You go to... No way. Right inside a condo, Titi, as I talk so. The day for inside ghost towns and lockdowns. So that thing, they frustrate La République du Cameroon for point where they don't mobilize all kind town criers them for social media. Oh yes, I say all kind town criers them. Yes, they don't mobilize all them through and for outside there. And the chief of all those town criers right now, na Mimi Mefo, as you see. Na Mimi Mefo. First, Mimi Mefo can't tell we say Mark Barra. They can't tell we say Mimi Mefo, can't tell we say Mark Barra. He don't talk say he don't endorse Issa Chiruma Bakari for president of La République du Cameroon. So the people they don't circulate and left and right say, oh, and he put as breaking news, just like this other one you see now, I see they put breaking news. Say Ambazonia fighters and leaders have announced a suspension of the lockdown in the northwest and southwest regions to allow people to freely exercise their civic rights. He said, according to their joint resolution, ghost towns will be lifted from 11th of October. Here, you say when you look this thing, you ask yourself, Mini me for that head. Now what are they inside on a brain? Because in that brain, you go ask yourself, say why they go lock people down right up to the 11th on the eve of the election before court say, okay, we'll suspend on the eve of the election so that we will go vote. Why the lockdown? What would be the reason for the lockdown first? Why? Why did they shut down? Why people did they stay for houses? Some people will stay for houses for 1 month, for almost 1 month, 2 weeks. Only so that on the eve of the election, when they say, okay, we'll now come on now, we'll now go vote. And when the objective of the lockdown will be now waiting. They tell you, say the objective of the lockdown, now because we want to tell La République du Cameroon, say, we will not get anything for do with their elections. They no one campaign activities for we land. Now, why now you see even CPDM, those members of that CPDM crime syndicate, They insisted that they respect the lockdowns. Now, why that way you see when they want sneak in, for can't do anything for sure, say they don't hold meeting, even inside house, they will come on Saturday or Sunday. They know they do any of those things Monday to Friday. They come on Saturday or Sunday where the opposite people then they go relax. But on the contrary, when the men for the announce, say they don't talk, say because look at I need make you take careful note of the wordings of this message. You go understand what you want to talk about. Where say according to their joint resolution, ghost towns will be lifted from 11th of October. Now, 11th of October na is Saturday. No be so. 11th of October na is Saturday. 12th of October na is Sunday. When Mime Photo say they will lift on 11th of October, whereas the initial communicator says Saturday and Sunday people they be free for move. Why talking about this one? Because he know. Say the people they don't talk say the weekend for 11th of October, it no go be open. Saturday and Sunday no go be open. It be expressly clear. Because and when you look, you go ask yourself, see if now a real mini mefo, when it is supported by people for Southern Cameroon seriously, when it be run inside serious shop for inside Douala, where the press put pressure, all that kind of thing, they carry go dump am for New Bell, made a movie. Now he write all this trash. First he can say, Mark Barra don't talk say. Next minute he can say breaking news. And then you look inside this breaking news. Person will get brain, me for go just use he argument as a journalist. He ask and say, but wait a minute. So if they talk say they go open for Saturday 11 and Sunday 12, then wait to be the use for the lockdown. Now the question therefore asks itself. But no, because Yaoundé be so desperate, Paris be so desperate, they don't contact all their town criers for social media. They don't contact people all over the place. They move even some people for DDR when they go do videos and for the next few days they flood or the whole hotel and say no. Now the self-defense volunteers they don't do one. Zero. You don't get no relationship. Because he say, according to their joint resolution, ghost towns will be lifted from 11th of October and police stations guarantee safety. And police stations guarantee safety, ensuring residents can move and participate without fear. This decision offers a long-awaited relief to communities that have endured months of restrictions. So they relieve. The community that relieve, not just say they'll come and go vote or say they get to move around freely. And only for that weekend, oh my goodness. I don't know the level of desperation people they get that for money where they go something to that point where they forget the ethics of the profession where they train in. That's simply because one critical question from a journalist with a critical mind will demonstrate for you beyond reasonable doubt, say this piece of information it no get no foundation, say it be fake. It's that simple. And at the same time, me for to give the impression for inside here. Because why did they try for see how they feel create confusion in people in their minds? At the same time, they communicate in the way sometimes they never get the intention to. Because he say according to their joint release, ghost towns will be lifted from 11th of October and police stations guaranteed safety. Police stations guaranteed safety. Hey! So, Mimi Mefo, the insinuation say, me say Ambazonian territory be totally under the control of the Ambazonian freedom fighters. No be la République du Cameroun that talks again when they claim say they be in control that they go guarantee safety for police stations. No. Mimi Mefo, they say the guarantee of safety for police stations go be by the Ambazonian freedom fighters. The same freedom fighters they give you the impression say they know they exist. The same freedom fighters they give you the impression say they don't wipe and all. They don't crush the Austin, no single iota of their existence. You know, they know in no way. But now it's just that they will guarantee safety to polling stations. No be la République du Cameroon that talks again. Oh wow. Now they can't think that way they happen. When people that the one excel in falsehood, they end up generally make fools of themselves. But at the same time, I will receive this other communique too. This communique this year now from the APLC. The APLC, now the people that way they call this where they call this this lockdown. So when I look at the APLC, their own communique, as you see on for your screen there, he say, and this communique be dated the 28th of September 2025. Say revolutionary greetings to all the Ambazonians, home and abroad, and special thank you to our beloved civilians for being committed to our liberation cause. Civilians have once more proven their determination to the whole world that they need freedom. La République du Cameroon's parties took advantage of weekends, Saturday and Sunday, reserved for our civilians to do their campaigns. That's a proof to the whole world that Ambazonians are in control of their territory. APLCs have heard some messages circulating that fighters have called off the lockdown and asking people to go and vote. This message is not coming from fighters but from La République du Cameroon. Ambazonians have lost thousands of souls, and so our resolve for the total independence of Southern Cameroon is non-negotiable. Civilians, businesses, and NGOs are informed that there shall be a Mami Wata national lockdown on the weekend of the 11th and 12th of October because La République du Cameroon elections will be taking place on the 12th. So, no movements at all. Everyone should stay indoors on the weekend of the 11th and 12th. There will be serious consequences and you will have yourself to blame. The weekend shall be deadly. Even mad people should desert the streets. There shall be no mercy. Stay home to stay safe. APLC Communications. So, whatever I read the messages as I see. I need to give instructions. I need to take decisions. I need to read the messages as they come to me. So you see that message, it directly contradicts with the way Mimi Mefo it talk. And I believe that because of the publication of this particular communique, you see it come on the 29th of September. Now when you look at Mimi Mefo, his own message, it come out this 30th of September. That's one day after. So you understand, say, this town crying, now as a result, when they see this communique, it worry them very badly. So my country people, no go out there, take your life for play tabala. No take your life, play tabala. Stay home, stay safe. And by the way, make you note them very clearly. You see, this palaver we will talk about election. We, the people of the Southern Cameroons, we don't make clear, say, we no one get any business with La République du Cameroon, their elections. We will not be part of La République du Cameroon. This October 1, they mark Independence Day for Southern Cameroons. La République du Cameroon, their Independence Day, now 1st of January, because they get their independence on 1st of January 1960. We, the people of Southern Cameroons, we owe Independence Day now 1st of October 1961. We show you clearly, say, at the time when La République du Cameroon, they get their independence, the people of Southern Cameroon will not get nothing for do with La République du Cameroon. Will not be part of their territory. Now, why that we time when La République du Cameroon will celebrate 50 years of their independence, United Nations Secretary General dispatched a special delegation for Yaoundé. They come meet up Paul Biya for Unity Palace. Now, Paul Biya does stand for that picture. They don't come here for Minister of External Relations. They don't come here for Prime Minister. No, they come now for La République du Cameroon, their Unity Palace. They can't hand them for Paul Biya. These two special, they don't just hand them, they go, they open them. They get this open show. Now, why they get these public pictures? Where you see the two maps, the two entities, they be clear. That map with that mahola for your hands, the map that of Southern Cameroon with internationally recognized boundaries. The other map will stand for down. The map of La République du Cameroon with their own internationally recognized boundary. The country be independent on the 1st of January 1960. So this distinction needs to be very clear for people, their minds, for understand why we the people of the Southern Cameroons, aka Ambazonia, will say will not get any business with elections for La République du Cameroon. No business at all. That's what it is. And with people them, they need to stay for house over like what they claim now because they fear, say they will come out the rules like that. Tell me, the entire population of Southern Cameroons, in huge numbers, they get the possibility for come out there for talk say, we now go to hell. When they stay home, Not be very much because they fear those boys. Now, because they share in that philosophy. See, we need for send a strong message for the rest of the world. Now, because of the resiliency of the people, who they go out anywhere for enforced ghost towns on Mondays? The people that stay home. Don't forget, 2017, up to the 30th of November 2017, will not be get anybody with any stick for inside southern Cameroons. But ghost towns that will be operated inside southern Cameroons, respected to the letter, beginning from the 9th of January 2017. And so, my country people, I said this particular ghost towns, it worried because even places where they not be suspect, say they will respect them, they respect them to the letter. And because the streets will be so deserted in such a way where it be shouting. International community this year, the foreign diplomats where they be based on your own this year. Like people in Cameroon for use people that like Mimi Mefo and all other town criers where they feel lay hands on across the board. For claims say the people that stay home now because they be threatened. At the same time, the politicians for the Republic of Cameroon, those members of CPD and crime syndicate, they say they don't wipe all those boys that say maybe only 5 or 10 that they exist for some side. Then now who they feel hold a whole territory with about 8 million people spellbound like this. Now the people then their commitment. And so that narrative I can say no, that they threaten them, they do something, they see them well. This is something we need to know. We need for bear and for we mind. And so I received these messages and too. For some people, they talk say, Mr. Mbakuro, you know, realize say the fact say Southern Cameroon as they boycott this election, now boycott them is the way they begin for participate, then negotiate with the opposition leaders and for the Republic of Cameroon for anyone way if you win, so that the first start negotiate terms them and see how things they will be for obtain some kind of favors in exchange for votes. Listen, my country people. You know, feel it blow hot, blow cold at the same time. First thing. Secondly, if you say will not be part of La République du Cameroon, they would want to be part of their politics. So they go to negotiate with their people. They say, okay, we'll go vote for this person. I don't know where would they stand. Which time, which year, elections don't ever mean anything inside La République du Cameroon. From 1992, where they start for Criers today, tell me the time when elections don't ever be free and fair or mean anything inside La République du Cameroon. Look at La République du Cameroon or the opposition landscape. If you feel imagine, say that people that will be part of the CPDM government, part of the CPDM coalition, just about 2 months ago, when they be the blast opposition, blast this and that, they say Paul Biya is the way, the truth, and the life. If suddenly, just 2 months after that, they be the most popular opposition candidates, they tell me say in a country that will get people. Who are the traditional opposition people then they? Now, you look at the whole thing, the most popular of the candidates right now, Issa Chiruma Bakari and Buba Bello Maigari. Now, two people that this way, they don't always deal with, they don't be in opposition, go join CPDM, be in opposition, go join government, which is making you check CD. So at the end of the day, they know sit down, be the first one, say, okay, we'll recognize the election results. In exchange, they negotiate their way back into those governments, into that government. Where their opposition they, you see now a lost set of people. People they don't get a sense of direction. You carry yourself or go mix inside their meat, check CD, so you go expect waiting. And if you ask me personally, as Mba Akuro, say you look across the Mungo, who you wish say make you win election, I will tell you what I don't even cover my eyes. Say I wish make Paul Biya Bimvondo make you win elections again inside La République du Cameroon. And I'll explain for you why. Because Paul Biya na La République du Cameroon citizens their retribution. Paul Biya na La République du Cameroon citizens their nemesis, na their retribution. Oh, Paul Biya na the gift. We don't continue for gift for Southern Cameroons. Oh yes, we need Paul Biya for day. Making continue for torture those people then. You don't see who said they lick ground with their tongues and so they never lick them. When we still the ask and say, okay, federal system, we try to do everything with those people and more change from what they will call we les ennemis dans la maison. Dans the name that they will call we les ennemis dans la maison. When this liberation movement just start, now how most of them be addressed we? Say, on va les dératiser. They say, be rats. I remember, Eric Mathias Onangini, we can't just say, the gate say, na par la force, na by force, when they go subjugate we. I will come to that one tomorrow. So take a look at all of that. You just see the one be unevenly yoked with the same people when I expect waiting. Yeah, I even get some this point from some of my other brother who I respect them very well, and I respect his opinion. He talked this. He said another big loser like Kamto in the 2025 presidential election in Cameroon is the Ambazonian leadership, especially in the diaspora and the entire southern Cameroon's cause. He said the idea of boycotting the election is dumb, in my opinion. As dumb as the shutdown of schools. He said it should have been an opportunity to negotiate with the top opposition leaders with a national appeal, laying down conditions for support like 1. Immediate release of all political prisoners. 2. Immediate withdrawal of military forces from the streets of southern Cameroon. 3. An international conference involving key stakeholders and friendly countries within the first 90 days of office to discuss the Anglophone crisis. And then 4. A clear and unequivocal statement on return to the Fumban Agreement, while national and international negotiations on the future of southern Cameroon are going on. Listen, man, make clear for you. Very clear. I've been talking in my last broadcast. But see, it's Chiroma Bakari. Now, a smart man, smart guy. Oh, he talk well, deep talker. He said, no, he questioned that for go back to the federal system. No politician for the Republic of Cameroon gave power for tell you say they go back to Fumban. Not one of them. They don't have that power. La République du Cameroon is still a province of France. And to the best of my knowledge, Paris never changed their stance on the situation for southern Cameroons. Paris still believe very clearly, say they need unfettered access to the subsoil, to the rare earths where they did for southern Cameroons. They no one forget anything for do in discussion with the people there for southern Cameroons, why did they take away resources? They need for just tell Yaoundé, so one this, they give them. Yaoundé, one this, they give them. The normally will know surround, they no need for discuss anything with we. So for things, if you get any agreement with any opposition leader for the Republic of Cameroon, now illusion. Freedom is not given. Freedom is seized. La Republic of Cameroon says them not be free because France will give them freedom. Yeah, they not be free because France will give them freedom. So why are they acknowledging, okay, so people they get their thoughts, they get their opinions and all whatnot? Those elections for the Republic du Cameroon aren't nonsense. I mean, I say, now absolute nonsense. And I will explain for you why right ahead. I will come back to this one. But before I get back to this one, look at this. For my last broadcast, I raised serious concerns about kidnapping for ransom for this road, Bambui Fundong Road. For this Bambui Fundong Road, I raised serious concerns about kidnapping for ransom. And I directly indict the leaders of La République du Cameroon, their colonial forces for that era, for inside Touba. I be talk straight. See the gendarmes, the B, the infantry, the police for the all them, they be involved in that scheme for the kidnapping for ransom for that Bambui Fundong Road. And because I be send my foot soldiers, I mean those civilian foot soldiers, they go around for try for discuss and stomp for the well-being of the civilian population. Then those that they tell me say they boys them when they fight for Boyo. They say don't complain seriously. They don't do everything for see how for identify and stamp out those particular kidnappers them for that road. Because now they say tell me, say those people there for that road, each day they get between 15 to 20 million francs that they take out from people in terms of ransom. Where they erect their checkpoints always maximum 50 meters away from where the Republic du Cameroon their checkpoints a day. And so after I decry this thing, I raise those concerns very seriously. Of course, La République du Cameroon, their talks of safe face, they go now, they sacrifice 2 of those their boys. Forgive the impression, say they did do something for that road, for try for gainsay me, for talk say they so no, they fight now. But those guys the way they kill now, The foot soldiers are on the ground. Tell me, say they don't come all those areas of the water camp. Most of the freedom fighters, so they say they don't recognize those boys. They don't be part of them. This one is the paradox. And I don't tell those young people that they go over from DDR, they take them, they go out, may they go commit these atrocities on the local population. I don't tell them all the time, say they go use you. At the end of the day, when they discover, say their cover be blown, they go sacrifice you. Nothing that will not happen for that bamboo fundong road. Now the same thing I be talking inside Kumba. But the difference, I say inside Meme, we will be able for, even with the help of la République du Cameroon whistleblower Nzuimanto, will be get pictures and names of the members of the La République du Cameroon, their colonial forces, where they be directly involved. And the same thing this way it operate for Bamboo Fundong Road. Make it sink for people their minds. So when I be see this article from Makati News, I thought say okay, now that say 2 armed men, part of a gang terrorizing the Mile 11 road from Bambui to Fundong, were killed by government troops this Sunday, September 28, 2025. You see, Sunday, September 29, soon after I make that broadcast. Why it happened that just after that particular broadcast, where I point out, say, that the last bastion that for kidnapping for ransom where they operate inside southern Cameroons. Why? Okay. If you put one and one together, you start understanding. So they say the armed men, known for intercepting vehicles and kidnapping for ransom along this stretch, were ambushed by government troops. They reportedly arrived on motorbikes, stopping vehicles and collecting money from occupants. Military personnel in civilian attire, disguised in a civilian vehicle, stormed the area and opened fire as the gunmen intercepted a private vehicle unaware of the security forces' presence. Others were lying in wait in the bush. After killing the 2 suspects, the others escaped and their motorbikes were recovered. So when you see these things, that it be carefully orchestrated. So it gave for make you now, if you be doubt them, this one will confirm for you, say, that kidnapping ring, it be manned by La République du Cameroon, their talks for with territory. If you be doubt them, you don't get the confirmation. That said, may we cross the Mongo again. And now for go back now, for go respond to those people where they talk, say, oh, staying away from those elections, now a mistake, but diaspora get for negotiate with those people, all of those things. This one are Archbishop Cleda. Archbishop Cleda now one of the most vocal critics of the BR system, of the BR regime. But here what Archbishop Cleda talk for you. C'est nous apprenons que le scrutin présidentiel 2018 a mobilisé 50 milliards de francs CFA et que celui de 2025 nécessite entre 65 et 70 milliards de francs CFA. Pourquoi donc tout ce gaspillage lorsqu'on connaît déjà le vainqueur? You hear what you talk? Archbishop Cleda talk for you say. In here, say the presidential election for 2018, say they be raised funds, so they be put together up to 50 billion CFA where they spend them for that election. And then say for the one for 2025, it will require between 65 and 70 billion CFA for spending. So say, wait to be the use for the waste this huge amount of money, and where they already know who the winner of the election will be even before they cast the first ballot. So that I will tell you, as Bishop Cleda they confirm you, say this election it be utterly useless because whether they like it or not, they already know who the winner be. The winner they Switzerland. The winner even this moment where broadcasting the Intercontinental Hotel, they move between Medina Hotel and Medina Hotel, Intercontinental Hotel. The choppy life. He never make one statement about this election. Pope never make a single statement about this election. Oh yes, now he picture the worker campaign here and there. Now he picture the worker up and down, left and right. Because he know how they don't, screw the system. So why I will need for to say, make my people them go carry themselves, they immerse themselves in a useless venture. We no get an outcome. We no get no expected outcome. We'll be clear. The people for La République du Cameroon, they don't get the spine. And if you want to know how they raise that money, I don't see lists that they circulate all over the place. Every time someone say, oh, the people there for northern zone, they call it northwest. So they be based on Douala, the business where they be based on Douala, they don't raise 103 million CFA for support Paul Biya campaign. Listen, nobody to give money generously. Now blackmail. Blackmail. All civil servants, if you hold a post for assistant chief of service or chief of bureau, you be required for contribute. If you don't contribute, you be thoroughly blackmailed. Someone they said they even just stand, look you so just say no. Why are they not on top that list? I they go give money for your name. Even you know I put up, I will give money for your name. May they put a name. That's what is going on. You go see list they circulate with people that say, well, you know, people that say never ever militate for CBD, but they contribute that money. That's what is going on. So they can begin tell you and me serious inanities and all of those things. And at the same time, why Monseigneur clear that they talk this one? I think that Paul G want to really warn anybody where he go do anything in terms of announcing even results of polling stations where he did it. Because they don't screw the system and you must listen only to the result where it will come from them. Any other person talk anything, even if you get the figures, you publish them, I think upon you say they go chew you with all the bones. You do not listen.
Mais il y a des candidats, ça fait 2 semaines, ils font ceci, ils font cela. Nous ne disons rien. Le chef d'État dit c'est un espace de liberté, il faut laisser des gens. Mais au-delà, il ne faut pas franchir la ligne rouge. Cette tentative de vouloir.
People they make noise, they talk highway, they go monitor the elections, they go publish the results as they come out and all not. Here at Tangaji order, they just stay them quiet. After all, Paul Biya talk say now freedom of speech, freedom of expression, may any person talk. But if you want them, make no man no cross the red line. No cross the red line. At Tangaji don't draw red line inside sand so if you cross that red line, at Tangaji now what you will come this time. Now Serpang Afame or na Molinex, na blender. When they go blend them inside like they blend ingredients for take and cook chop here.
À proclamer des résultats tronqués à travers cette plateforme que nous venons de découvrir, c'est la ligne rouge à ne pas franchir. Et je dis à ceux-là de bien se rappeler qu'au Cameroun, c'est le seul pays où je dis bien la terre glisse en saison sèche. Il faut faire attention. Je pense que je me fais bien comprendre. Et j'ai...
Say make any man try cross a red line, announce any nonsense. We know the official results will come from Elekam and then Constitutional Council. We go consecrate Paul Biya winner for another 7 years. If you try that nonsense, now they go know say Cameroon now the only country for the whole world where ground is slight for dry season. Hey, say roads for Cameroon they be slippery for dry season, and now the only country for the whole wide world. Tanganji talk say it was hopefully they hear me well. See, if you try, they go twist you. If the python way hungry like nonsense, never swallow you, they go put you in inside blender or that particular big blender. So that one they call Ninja Professional. They go blend you, they go écraser you for inside the parole d'Atanga Ponji. So why you bother yourself see elections? Just do what you can do. Eh, Baba?
Oh, yeah.
He not even shaking. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh. And Kavaye again Jibu, soon enough even work herself, but that's the speaker of the assembly, and he go did it too for another 7 years. You can't tell me trash. So those people they talk so. Maybe Akeremuna. Where someone tell me say, why do I talk about Akeremuna? Why do I praise Akeremuna? I need to praise Akeremuna. I tell Akeremuna. say he dey on the wrong path. And I remind Akeremuna, say he still get the opportunity for stamp his name on the sands of history. He still get that opportunity. Get out of this whole trash. We go involve yourself. Focus on going around the world. Do diplomacy for talk. For dignities around the world about the Southern Cameroon's cause. Now the noble cause that for do. Now the thing that what they talk for Akeremuna. Because they still get the potential for feed one. At least openly, he no be a member of the CPDM crime syndicate. At least he don't write a few things where he show me say he understands say if he still stand by the truth. That very truth where it be clear say there was never a one and indivisible. Now why that? What happened here? What he tell you? Because you see, he's a who can say for 2018 say the candidate. At the end of the day, whoop he hand over for Maurice Kamto. Where he be take it to? Nothing. 2025 again, don't say, oh, you be candidate. You don't go, you there for a pal. What a party, the whatever Cameroon of Kumvondo. Because Kumvondo said don't move from other serious card. Suddenly they'll say, now it is upon a Bello Buba Maigari. He don't pour oil this thing for Bello Buba Maigari. Now for this president, talk say, for go for elections, do negotiation, do president. Wait to be the basis of the going with Bello Buba Maigari. Bello Buba Maigari go stand for Bamenda. He make he position clear. Bello Buba Maigari tell we say, he position and say, if he win, he go give, underline the word give, the people of Southern Cameroons a real special status. A real special status. Give. Underline that word. Just look at the magnitude of that insult. Look at the magnitude of that insult. And then at the same time, we are Akeremuna Idere, of course, you go see for said he and his small brother Kedia, all the things are Southern Cameroonians, but they go talk now for French because they do for please the colonial master. Akeremuna become to go France now, like his late brother Ben Muna. Don't talk for it off. He come back with waiting. Nothing. Now they say they don't use you yesterday. Use you before the day before yesterday. They use you again to if they succeed for use you again, even right up to tomorrow, then you be a blatant fool. Because all this, you know they advance you. So while it they here say they talk all these things, wait it happen. Nkumvondo, when the chairman for the party, where he allow Akeremuna for be a candidate. Nkumvondo, they send out this message. Nkumvondo, they say breaking news. Nkumvondo threatens legal action against Akeremuna. They say tension is about to emerge within the opposition coalition of Bello, Akere, Bello, Buba, and Akeremuna. As Professor Nkumvondo, president of the Univer Party, yeah, that party, Univer Party, has threatened to take legal action against Akeremuna following reports of his alleged withdrawal in favor of another presidential candidate. So Nkumvondo dey tell Akeremuna, say you want withdraw, talk say you go support Bello Buba Maigari. You no be in any agreement with we. And Nkumvondo say we don't first make clear, say make Akeremuna stop for talk on behalf of the political party. So just see how the people, how own people them, they useless themselves, make fools of themselves all over the place. Whereas we get a noble cause, where they will devote all this energy and attention to. Now, when I say in a strongly worded communique signed on Monday, that's yesterday, Nkumvondo denounced what he described as neighborhood arrangements between Akeremuna and Bello Buba Maigari, distancing the Univer Party from such deals. So he says the withdrawal of Mr. Akeremuna in favor of another candidate, if confirmed, will constitute a unilateral breach of an agreement signed with the Univer Party, thus engaging his legal responsibility. Such a withdrawal will also be a violation of a pledge made on his honor, the statement said. So the Univer Party emphasized that it, along with other coalition members who had endorsed Akeremuna's candidacy, remained committed to their initial vision. So when you see all this, it will tell you very plainly, say, these people don't get idea which way they be involved in. So they say, we strongly and firmly reaffirm that our choice was guided by a genuine will for change in our country, not by opportunism detrimental to our homeland, Cameroon. So this one, now a community will come up from the party where Akere Mona is the representative called Univers, where the chairman of that party now Professor Nkumvando. My country people, it makes sense. For identify peculiar changes, this picking gets some little potential if you contribute for what you will do, and then tell it outright, say you did on the wrong direction. Yes, you embrace the wrong direction. All them wait to be their fortunes. Okay, from Southern Cameroon we get Akere Muna now. They say they want participate. See what way it happen for you. Then next you get O.C. Joshua. Oh, O.C. Joshua say since Paul Biya, they gather Ibulu Ekam, Betty chiefs. They can do serious voodooism, demonic rituals for broad daylight for Unity Palace or Yaoundé. You to go do your own after all. Now wait yourself. Make watch your own. Man, let me let. Mm-hmm. Oh God.
Next ceremony, they will take grandstand. Then His Excellency, they will move to the grandstand. Then we will sing the national anthem. After singing of the national anthem, they refrain because it's 1 and 12 o'clock. Then we will sing the party song. After we will sing the party song, then we will get the web.
Why? Why? When I go laugh, they will talk about Corey the laugh. Because I don't make a laugh small. I don't try for home myself, but we don't need for home myself. So Osi Joshua say for 2018 they didn't get a 1 or 2% or 3% or what I mean how many percent to because say you never go do your own green batouche. So now everyone say man left, he left. You don't go do your own. But this is just disgusting. So disgusting. See what people they reduce themselves to. For the golden days of Southern Cameroons. That's in the late 50s. We see politics, real politics. Politicians they can't stand for opposing parties, can't climb on the same soapbox. This one say I be khaki boy, where they talk like your own political color. The other one say I be green boy. They talk their own political color. This one will campaign, finish the other one, that one campaign, finish the other. They will go for they shake hands. All man go, or they go meet us for bar. They drink small, they hear body, they come on separate. That's how politics was done in Southern Cameroon. Not this voodooism, what they see like this. All this folklore, nonsense. Because while O.C. Joshua, they do this particular folklore right inside the own land for Southern Cameroons. The chief for his own village, he joined this other, this other board over chief with all the don't become members of CBD and crime syndicate for talk with you here. So here.
Never replaced until he dies. Have you heard? So that is the chief of chiefs of the Southwest. we could not go on trying to replace him while he's still alive. And by the way, look at the schools that he has given to the Southwest. Look at the hospitals. Look at the roads. All right? What else do you want me to tell you that would make me tell my colleagues and my populations to vote for him? He has brought in decentralization. There could be no better way to get, not so, the local man take care of his own development.
These endorsements
Never replaced until he dies.
So you don't hear. Osi Joshua, you don't hear. Now your own people from southern Cameroons, this chief tell you, say Paul Biya never replace until he dies. How do you want to replace a chief when he's not dead? Paul Biya is a chief of chiefs for the Southwest, fund of funds for the Northwest. Never replace until he dies. So if some person be the doubt way to for these people, their minds, this Oga don't put that for us straight, square, and fair. Paul Biya, as long as he breathe air, presidente. Paul Biya, as long as he breathe air with the presidente, nothing any of una can do about it. If una get the spine, so una want freedom, una know what you for do. But una check in the election, forget. I can waste your energy. Kings can tell me same people they need for introduce themselves to all of those things. I hear this chief. I don't want to talk because they will say, man, I don't know talk again. He said, Paul Biya don't give everything, I swear. Like this sonara, so you see him. You know, see, now Paul Biya don't make this sonara be so ultra modern, so why he not going to be present for life? Now Paul Biya, your achievement is, look, this wonderful sonara, where he don't renovate them, make it be up to that state of the art as John Gute go talk for Boya. Say, no, est-ce que they never kill us on a go better for Kribi. No, he did. So why you want to replace Paul Biya? He get for day. And then Papa, His Majesty talks say Paul Biya don't give it again. Roads, why? Beautiful roads. See now the road than this. Why not go vote Paul Biya against such wonderful roads? Look the roads.
It's Cameroon. We're going to Southwest. See how the youths are struggling to earn a living.
It's a Southwest. That same Southwest where that man say roads then. Wonderful roads. Okay, we'll continue for see these beautiful roads. Your Majesty, thank you.
It's terrible. These are the roads from, how do they call this place? The road going to Bisali, right down to Bichachi, the Lebialem. See how the way they transfer goods, look at the roads. Young Cameroonians. Call this a Red Sea. Very bad. Look at the roads. Now, our youths are suffering. Hey, baby. Now, look at it. It's Cameroon.
Wonderful road given by the chief of chiefs for the people of Libya. No, so Tasson, this is El Dorado. Tout fait. El Dorado, tout fait. If this is what would deserve linking with those people, you understand now why people don't want to get anything to do with those elections. That's the reason. Like people in Cameroon, not be, you know, this one that just say they for Southern Cameroons, all over, even for their land, they don't feel help themselves. You doubt, take a look. On a fan off.
Voilà là où c'est coupé. On puise l'eau se verse encore. C'est complètement fermé là. Pas moyen de passer. Grave, hein?
So why you go give up a Paul Biya we don't bring this kind level of achievement like this? They don't feel help themselves. Now why the way they don't feel help we? Why they don't feel help you? But you and me, who get the potential for help ourselves, may they get out of land. If we will get that possibility, we'll see what we will do with land. We'll see how we will transform land. Okay, at least that Paul Biya legacy be this. You see how? That's it. Paul Biya. Greatness, vision, and hope. Now the greatness. And you see, that's Paul Biya's legacy. That's, I mean, why you go and replace this kind of, Your Majesty? Huh? When we do achieve so much like this, you feel see your achievements, like King Ozymandias. Look upon my works, ye mighty and despair. And King Paul Biya, eternal president of Cameroon. Look upon my work, ye mighty and despair. Ooh, if you see the work. Wonderful job. And when time for election reach like this, they just call the people then. How much your future cost? 2,000. You see your future cost how much? 2,000. One loaf of bread with sardine. Just like this. How much your future cost? 5,000. How much your future cost? 5,000. How much your future cost? So you know get roads, you know get hospital, you know get portable drinking water, you know even get means for do telecommunications, you know get nothing. How much it cost? 5,000. After the 5,000, Paul Biya for life. My country people for Amazonia. This one, no be team will be bargained for. That will parents and be get into this unfortunate union with the Republic du Cameroon. Make the common JJ for William. They carry their skin, they go. They go begin do what they feel do for themselves. Will not be part of that cabal, part of that nonsense. Once more, make a wish a happy Independence Day for my people for Southern Cameroons. Happy Independence Day 2025. And also the finishes communication now, so very late into the night. Really, of course, this one at the early hours of October 1 for ground 0, for ground 1, for ground 2, for much of Asia, in short, for most parts of the world. So my country people, make we get with loins, will continue for resist. As for the Republic du Cameroon, they are ancient of days. Their living ancestor don't win already the 2025 election. You don't hear Monsignor Cleda, he talk, not be me. And you don't hear Atanga Pond, he talk, say, any person will bring any result to the contrary, he cross na the red line. And when you cross that red line, they go sacrifice you well. So, happy Independence Day for the people for Southern Cameroons. Happy Independence Day for every person wherever you be. This October 1, may we make merry. May we remember our heroes the way they don't go for before. May we remember our prisoners of war, who they still undergo a lot of pains, yet they continue for belief in we dream for a free and independent Cameroon. Make we continue for think of people the way they be refugees all over the world. May we continue for think of people the way they for dungeons everywhere in the world, and they still remain strong, hoping for this very wonderful news will go happen someday, the freedom of Amazonia. So this October 1, we will remember all those people. We will remember all the brave hearts where they don't sacrifice their lives and they go for before. We will remember all we senior statesmen where them to go for before, in the hope, say, we will continue this fight until we reach freedom land. We must remember them on this day, October 1. So I will come back this October 1. We will get another very important and special broadcast. Thank everybody who take time for be part of this show, this late hour for today, the 30th of September for Eastern time. And I want to thank everybody who share the link, who share them, continue, share until your finger hot. May we continue for reach as many people as possible. And as you go home, don't forget, October 11 and October 12, no come up for your house. No take your life, you go play tabala. To God be the glory.